What's up, everybody? Welcome back to racenews.com. Welcome back to another one of our previews. Let's go to Parx. Race 13 on the card for this one. It is the Cotillion Stakes. Grade 1 event, going a mile and a 16th. Field of 8 this year, as I put it up on the screen. So 8 horses coming in, and we will start with the number 1 Scottish Lassie, who is the favorite in this race at 9-5, and it is very, very, very easily to see why this horse is the favorite. She won the Coaching Club American Oaks by 15.5 lengths, receiving a 99 buyer speed figure for the effort. Yeah, that's pretty darn good. Absolutely ran away from this field, got loose on the lead, and was able to just totally gallop away from them with relative ease. Now, this is kind of the problem with this horse, right? Okay, so let's look at it from a full picture perspective, right? Last year, debuted, maiden special weight, got third, beaten 6 1/4. And it's debut race, whatever. Went as a maiden to the Frizette next and won by 9 lengths and received a 90 buyer speed figure and looks very similar when you go back and watch the replay as a Coaching Club American Oaks. Dominate, just absolutely killed them. Then not very good in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile, 4th, beaten 7. Hey, that's all right. That happens to a lot of horses. Then we come back 3rd in an allowance optional claimer at Belmont at 2-5, right? Beaten 3 lengths. And then tried the Acorn grade 1 event, finished 3rd, beaten 3 1/4 length. And then we come back and we run off the screen again. So the question is, can she put races together? And that is going to be obviously a very important question mark coming into this one. There is no debate, obvious, without any doubt, a 99 buyer speed figure 99% chance going to win this race. So if she runs back to that last race, she's going to win, but can she do it is a bigger question mark, and that's something we're going to have to find out. All right, the number 2 is Cara, and this is another kind of interesting thing here as we go about it. There seems to be a lot of speed in this race. Cara is certainly one that has a lot of speed. Obviously, was nowhere to be found in the Alabama. I don't think she wanted to go that far, but 2 races back went gate to wire in the Acorn. Kentucky Oaks was beaten pretty badly. The Ashland went gate to wire and won. She's kind of like Scottish Lassie, and kind of why I said this is interesting, because Cara can run really, really good races and then really, really bad races. And so another one that you just don't know what she's going to do. Here's the deal, though. I would prefer Scottish Lassie over Cara in the spot, because Scottish Lassie's best race is a lot better, in my opinion, than Cara's best race, right? So, if you're going to get each version's best, I think Scottish Lassie is a better horse. So if I want to take an inconsistent horse, I'll go ahead and take the one that when they do run really, really well, they run better than the other one that's inconsistent. So it's kind of a weird way to look at it, I guess. But that's kind of what I see when I go to this one. So I kind of am thinking I'm not going to play either one of them on top, because they're inconsistent. I think Scottish Lassie is a horse hey, we got to put her on a ticket, the pick 4, the pick 5, because she definitely can win if she runs back to that race. But do you really want to trust her at what will be a short price? I'm not quite sure. So let's keep going here. The number 3 horse here, coming in off of a win of the Indiana Oaks. I think that was a very, very good win last time out for this one. Walsh has this horse running well. Irad gets aboard here. I like that as well. Horses won 3 straight races, look pretty darn good in all 3 of them. Maiden special weight at Keeneland, and then allowance optional claiming race at Churchill Downs, and then the Indiana Oaks. Got to move up in class. I think that's the big question mark here. Gets Irad aboard. I think that's a good sign as well. At 8-1, I think this is a long shot that's, or at least a longer price, that's kind of worth taking a look at. So would not be shocked there with that one. The number 4 is Indy Bay. This horse is coming off of a win in the Charlestown Oaks last time out. I do think this horse got to stretch out in distance for the first time, going 6.5, 6, 7 furlongs. But 4 out of 7 wins, and been winning some pretty good ones. I kind of took a pass here with Indy Bay. I'm not sure. This is a horse that's going to be able to stretch out successfully, but another one that's been showing pretty good speed in sprint races, now going a route. And now, so you look and you're like, okay, first 4 horses we've talked about, 3 of them want to be on the lead, and even the other one kind of going to be close. Speed looks prevalent so far in this, and that could mess with the big favorite on the rail. Let's go to the number 5, Not Too Late. This is a horse I'd be really surprised about. Another one that is going to stretch out in distance here. Been running 6 and 7 furlong races. Going to have to move up in class a little bit as well. Finished 5th in the Charlestown Oaks last time out. This is the biggest long shot of the race, and for a reason. This would be a total shock if not too late. Gets it done. All right, let's go to the number 6, Our Daydreaming Girl. This is a horse coming off a second place effort in the local prep race for this one, the Catherine Sophia. Yeah, another one that's a big long shot and deserves to be. Buyer speed figures aren't really close. Any speed figure you kind of look at aren't close for this one. Kind of a pass for me, honestly. I think if the 5 or the 6 win, you just kind of throw your hands up and be like, yeah, I don't know how that happened. All right, let's go to the number 7, Good Cheer here. A horse that obviously started her career with 7 straight victories, including the final race there in that streak of 7 in a row, the Kentucky Oaks. The Acorn, she just didn't run very well. She caught a track that was going to be tough for her. It's a total toss race for me. Last time out in the Alabama, the horse finished second, beating a length and a half. Got beat by Nitrogen, just couldn't catch her, just couldn't catch her in that race. And I think it was a little bit too long for Good Cheer. I don't really think she really enjoyed the 1.25 miles. Didn't really have that kick there at the end. Didn't have a lot of pace to run at either. And I think that was a problem for her in that one as well. You fast forward here, and I've mentioned it. There's a lot of pace going on in this race. I really don't think there's any excuse this time for Good Cheer. This race is also a 1 mile and a 16th. I really think some of her best races, if not really all of her best races, have come at a 1 mile and 16th. She ran awfully well in the Kentucky Oaks, but the Fairground Oaks, she ran well. Rachel Alexander, these are 1 mile 16 races. The Goldenrod, almost all these victories came at a 1 mile and 16th, 5 out of the 7. So I think the distance is going to be really, really good for her. And I think the pace is going to be really, really good for her. I expect a really good effort from Good Cheer. I think this is a good spot. So we'll see what happens with her. And then finally, the number 8 is Dry Powder, the horse that won the local prep race here, the Catherine Sophia last time out, and won it easily and looked really, really good doing it at a big price on that day as well, almost 8-1. The CCA Oaks was third in that one, beating 21.5, but, just didn't fire whatsoever in that race. Broke a maiden at Gulfstream Park, then a couple of seconds at Belmont at the Big A. So it kind of looked like an average horse, to be quite honest. Going into that race, the Catherine Sophia last time out got the job done. Big step up here, though, right? Tougher horses for sure. That was a really good effort. If you want to play her back, the price at 10-1 makes sense to me. Kind of can win from stalking the pace. I think that's good as well. I just not quite sure she's good enough here. But look, good race last time out. Wouldn't be shocked if she got the job done in this one. All right, that is the field of 8. I do feel like I said, there's going to be a lot of pace. I don't want to take the inconsistent horses either. So I am going to go with the number 7, Good Cheer. I realize the Acorn was a bad race. That's really the only bad race out of 9 that I've seen out of this horse. And I just don't think she liked the sloppy track that day at Saratoga. The Alabama, I thought she ran pretty well. She just wasn't good enough to get the job done, right? So you just look at this, a really consistent horse. I think she gets the pace. I think she'll get a decent enough trip. So, yeah, give me the number 7, Good Cheer, one more time here to get the job done. Always like this horse. Never been disappointed in her, really. Like I said, even the Alabama last time out, I had her picked. I wasn't disappointed. I thought she ran okay. Acorn, it just draw a line through it. Other races have been wins. So give me the number 7, Good Cheer, to win this year's version of the Cotillion. All right, guys, that was for this preview. Hit that like button if you like it. Hit subscribe if you really like it. Want to get alert anytime we do videos like this. And most importantly, good luck if you're betting Parx on Saturday.